everybody, Susie here from Helix Baby. So my live today, as requested, I'll be doing one today and one tomorrow. So today I'm going to go through baby wearing in the cold and the wet. But today I'm going to be focusing on young babies and front carrying, and then tomorrow I'm going to be showing you some options for back carrying and older children as well. Okay, I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I've had a hell of a morning, and I am going to put my youngest up for adoption now. So anyway, right, I'm here. Let's go for it. Okay, so first of all, baby wearing in the cold and the wet. So first thing you need to think about is what we're going to dress baby in. Now, lots of people would just reach for snowsuits and, and big fluffy things to keep baby warm. That is a big no-no when it comes to carrying. The best thing to do is to layer up, okay? So lots of smaller layers, because then if you're wearing and you're getting hot, you can take one layer off. You can't just take one big fat snowsuit off. Baby will obviously get too cold then. So here are some ideas of what to dress baby in to start with. So another thing to mention is if you have a really teeny tiny newborn, the best way of keeping baby warm and at the right temperature is if baby's next to you. You are fantastic at regulating your own body temperature. Babies are not. So if you have your baby in as least layers as possible, and baby is next to you, and you're in as least layers as possible, so baby is next to you. So, I mean, ideally skin to skin is the most perfect way of you regulating your baby's body temperature, but obviously going outside you don't really want to be skin to skin necessarily. So literally the fewer layers between you and baby, the better, because you will then regulate baby's body temperature. It works in the same way in hot weather as well. You also regulate baby's body temperature to keep them cool, believe it or not. So even in really hot weather, again, being skin to skin is one of the best things that you can do with your baby. So let's have a look at a few things. So first of all, I've put my baby here. Now, my dollies just come in these all-in-ones, unfortunately, so I should have really taken it off. But these with enclosed feet is not so good, because when you put baby in a carrier, everything rides up and you end up with baby's toes being squashed. So ideally, these are fantastic. I sell these. These are Blade and Rose leggings, which means they can go on baby and you don't get those squashed toes. So ideally a pair of leggings or a footless suit would be really good, and socks over the top, or even better, little booties. So booties that you can pull up, soft ones for baby, and so you can bridge that gap that might open up if everything rides up, you see. So leggings are fantastic. I have put baby in one cardigan as well, so I've just put baby in one layer, okay, on top of what baby is in. Another really good idea are leg warmers, because when you're carrying baby, the important thing to remember are the baby's extremities. So legs, arms and head. Ideally arms are going to be in, so we can forget about arms. When they're really young, they usually keep their arms in, so that's nice and warm. So leggings are fantastic. Leggings are a good idea. And then leg warmers as well over the top. You can use the leg warmers to go over the feet as well, okay, so that you don't need to pull them all the way up. If you want extra warmth on their feet as well, you can do that. So we can do both of those on baby's legs. Lovely and snuggly. So we've got one layer on baby. Hat. Again, one of baby's extremities, make sure baby is keeping head warm, okay? What I don't like about having separate like cardigan or whatever top it is and a hat is that you have a little gap here that baby can get a little bit cold with. To bridge that gap, these are fantastic. These are little sort of things that go over, they're sort of like little neck warmers for babies. So you can pop that on, and also it's something that baby just can't get off either. Hats can come off, but at least baby will have a nice snuggly neck. And we could even pop that underneath the cardigan as well. There we go. And then put hat on. Oops. There we go. All right. So baby is ready for the cold. If you don't have one of these or you can't find one of these, I also really like using just a cardigan with a hood, and then you don't get that gap at the back either. Okay, so really simple. Just cardigan with a hood. All right. So when you're dressing, what I like to do is I dress myself in the same amount of layers as what baby is in. So if it's really, really cold and you want to put these extra layers on baby, make sure you wear the same amount. So if baby's wearing 2 layers, you wear 2 layers before you put baby in the carrier, and then put all the other layers on top. Because then you know you're wearing the same as baby. So if you're getting hot, you know that baby's getting hot as well, or vice versa. If you're getting cold, baby's getting cold, so you can adjust your layers accordingly. Okay. Sorry, I'm referring to my notes. I'm trying not to forget anything. So we've gone through what to put baby in. We've got leg warmers, cardigan, ideally a cardigan with a hood, and that's lovely. So let's get baby in the carrier. Now, everything I'm showing you today, you can do with any kind of sling. It doesn't matter if it's a buckle carrier or if it's a wrap, for example. You still can use everything the same. All right. So, right. Oops. Let's get that out of the way. So, first of all, baby in. So this is about front carrying. So these are different. I'm going to show you different options for front carrying. If I could actually get baby in the sling. There we go. So yes, so remember, try and keep baby's arms in. And then you won't need to worry about gloves, for example, because gloves, especially when babies are a little bit older, they just don't stay on. Babies just get rid of gloves as soon as they go on. Right. Baby's in. Here we go. So, first of all, what I like to use is a waterfall cardigan. So that's a cardigan with really long drapey bits, or just any oversized cardigan that will go over you and be able to wrap around baby. You can even get baby wearing cardigans, and I think they have like little ties that tie round and that you can just tie at the back, that kind of thing. But otherwise, something like this goes around both of you, and you could wear a couple of those if it's really cold, for example. Okay, I've also got, this is something I stole off my mum. My mum was getting rid of it. I've got this massive, great big, lovely, warm poncho. And again, something like that, you can just wrap around both of you, like so. And that's really nice and snuggly and warm. Okay. Another option, again, I sell these in my shop. So if you like the look of this, I have got them in my shop. This is a baby wearing hoodie. So can you see? Hoodie and baby fits through there. Let me see if I can put it on for you. It zips at the side. And this hoodie also, which I'll show you tomorrow, also does back carrying. So it's you know, it can be quite a long-lived accessory for you. And what's nice is that you've got that bit in the middle as well, so you don't get a chill in between you and baby. And that just goes on like so. So baby is all nice and snuggly, and you are really nice and snuggly too, and you just zip back down. Whoop. Zip back down there. And as I say, you can do a back carry. So once you start, if you start back carrying as well, it can last quite a long time. So that's really nice. And you can put obviously more layers on the top of that as well. Just using an oversized coat. This is my other half's coat. He's actually not that much bigger than me. But if you have a partner who is that little bit bigger than you, you can just, oh actually it doesn't, it's not too bad actually. He's obviously bigger than me than I thought. And you can just put the coat on around you both. If I can do that. Anyway, you get the idea. If you have a big coat, you can just put it on around both of you. Okay. You can also spend out money if you know you're gonna be wearing it a lot, or you want something really decent, like if you know you're going to be walking in the rain and it's really important to keep you both dry, you know, and that kind of thing. There are loads and loads and loads of baby wearing coats on the market too. It just makes it that little bit easier because they're fitted. This is one of mine. This is called a Zoli. Excuse me. Obviously this one isn't waterproof, but this one is sort of like more for winter days or spring days. It's a bit thinner, and it comes with this zip in and out panel. So I can use this now because I'm pregnant now, and I can use it for my baby bump, and I can use it for carrying when baby arrives as well. Sorry, my bump and wearing this dolly. I can hardly see anything. It just makes it that little bit easier because it's all fitted and it's all like ready to go. It's fit for purpose. This particular coat as well can do back carrying. If I just get that out of the way. Can you see I've got an extra zip panel in the back? So I can put a bigger panel in the back there, and I can use it for back carrying as well. So that's really nice. Most coats, most baby wearing coats, you can use for maternity. They're all sort of set up with these sort of zip-in panels. So you can wear it for maternity, you can wear it for front carrying. And some do back carrying, some don't, obviously. So just, if you are going to spend out some money, then do look into it properly. Make sure you get exactly what you want. So if you don't want to spend out too much because you don't think that you're going to be baby wearing that much, or you haven't got the budget, or whatever the case may be, there are a couple of hacks you can do as well. Okay, so this is just a child's gilet. This particular one is 18 to 23. I think it's John Lewis or something, I don't know. And what you can do is you can just thread it through. thread it through the straps before you put the straps on. I'm just going to pop that down out of the way so it stops going up and down. Like so, and I'm going to do the same the other side. Here we go. Put it back on. That one. And that one. And you've got a lovely snuggly layer that's gone all the way around baby, and you can tuck it in. Make sure you tuck it in and around baby's legs as well. And that's an excellent additional layer for baby. And you can just put your ordinary coat on. Here we go. You can put your ordinary coat on that won't do up, because of course you've got a great big baby in the way, and you can just zip it up at the bottom, and there you go, and baby is still nice and warm under there. Okay, so that's a little hack that you can do. So those are all warm weather options. I'm going to show you now a few wet weather options, okay, and hacks and things. So again, you want to dress baby accordingly to the temperature, okay, but some wet weather options. So first of all, I can, as I've just taken this off, I'll show you the waterproof hack that you can do. Very similar to the gilet, but obviously you have a child's pack-a-mac or small Mac. And all you do is exactly the same. Because this has got arms, you can actually just tie it around. However, it can come undone. So the best way to do it is just to thread it through. Thread the straps through the arms. Here we go. So that's one. If it's going to come out. So obviously do all this before you pick up baby and attempt to put baby in the sling. But can you see that that comes up? It also will keep your sling a bit drier as well. And that means it also has a hood to keep baby dry. But you do that both sides. I'm going to put my hand in this time. That'll probably be a bit easier. And I'll pull it through. I say that, it probably won't be, because that keeps getting stuck. There we go. So then you put baby on just as before. And you have, oh, I could do with a slightly longer one next time for this baby. Can you see? It hasn't quite come down long enough for baby. There we go. So I put baby on. But baby also has a hood this time. Okay. All right. So I'd want a slightly longer one next time. Can you see that? So I can get it down. And again, you then just put your own coat over the top. And you both keep dry. Okay. Let's get baby out. Let's get the Mac off. There we go. maybe it'll be easier just to tuck it in next time. I put baby back on. And I'll show you how to tuck it in. There we go. So baby's nice and snug. And you can just use those arms. So this is how you would use it. So for example, if you had a stretchy wrap on or a woven wrap or something, and you can just use those arms just to fold around like that. And that actually is a little bit easier to do. And the baby's got hood as well. And then try and tuck baby's legs in. There we go. And that's actually a better fit now. And baby's legs are fitting in. And then put your coat over the top. Okay. So that's that. What I love using, and I used to use so often, is the clear umbrella. So obviously umbrellas aren't great if it's really torrential or if it's windy. However, they're just so easy. And you can still, if you can still hear me, you can still see through, and you and baby stay dry underneath, especially baby. All right. So that is one of my real favourites. I'm always grabbing for my see-through umbrella, and I absolutely love it. It doesn't want to go down now, of course, so I'll just throw it over there. Of course, you do have the option of a baby wearing coat again. A waterproof one. Again, I'm just going to show you another one of mine that I have, and this one is a parka. So this is a showerproof one. And this one does not do back carrying at all. So this one I can use for maternity and for front carrying. So it's already all set up. It's got the hood. And then all I have to do is just zip it up. You can get some really good waterproof ones as well. Here we go. And that goes up like that. And you're both nice and snug. This particular one doesn't have anything in between here, which is something that I don't like. You get a little bit of a chill if it's cold with that in between. So what I like to do, I have my loop scarf, and I put that over both of us. Like this. So it keeps me warm. It's still out of the way of baby's face. I can still glance down and see baby is happy and breathing. And it goes over both of us. And actually, that keeps the hood up as well, which is really good. So that is us, snug and showerproof in here. Okay, all right. And then if you don't want to, because this whole panel comes out, once you're not pregnant or you're not baby wearing, you can actually, I can use this as a parka as well. So it just zips down and the whole thing just comes out. So I can just use this as a normal jacket. So usually when you do buy baby, specific baby wearing coats, there is some longevity in them. So, they are more expensive, but there is some longevity. So other options, if you don't have the budget for a baby wearing coat, there are a couple of other options. So first of all, to use with your ordinary coat that won't do up around both of you because it's just too small. This is something called a ZipUsIn panel. And that fits in and zips up either side of your ordinary coat. So it's just a panel that you can buy that makes your coat a little bit bigger to be able to go over you and baby. What you have to be careful of is the type of zip, and you must get the corresponding type of zip. Can you see these ones are both different? So that one won't fit with that one. So you can buy universal, I think, adapters, or you just make sure you buy the correct type of zip. So that's really important. Otherwise, you'll buy something that you can't use. So can you see it's smaller at the bottom, bigger at the top? So you put it that way up for baby wearing, and if you turn it up the other way, you can use it also whilst you're pregnant. So this is, again, it's just so simple. What a simple idea. Just a piece of material that can fit in between your coat, onto your coat to make it bigger. You can get also additional hoods as well. So they pop on. Can you see just poppers on there? That pops on, and you have a hood for baby as well. Okay. So really handy and fairly budget. And the other thing I was going to show you is a Bundlebean. Now these are really, really good. I sell these in my shop. They come in two types. Can you see this one is the slightly bigger one, and this one is the fleece lined one. So they come in fleece lined, but they also come in just the thin waterproof as well. So depending on what time of year, or what you think you're going to use it for, buy accordingly to how thick it is. I mean, look how lovely and snuggly that is. Really, really nice. I'm going to just take my coat off so I can show you how to put it on. There are a few different ways to be able to put it on. I find the easiest is to cross the straps ready, and then you can put it on. So I'm going to show you that way, but I'll also just show you some other features. So if you don't need the hood, if it's not raining and you're not bothered about the hood, that does just Velcro off and on really easily. You have these poppers on the inside, which means you can popper it up to make it smaller, however you do it. And you also have this extra Velcro here to make it smaller. So this, you can make it smaller for a small baby, but then there's longevity in it because you can make it longer and bigger for a toddler as well. You can use this on your front and you can use it on your back. So again, I'll go through that tomorrow when I'm doing back carrying. But it goes on with the use of these Velcros. So it doesn't matter what size you are. That's the biggest difference. If you and your partner are going to both be using it and you're both really different sizes, there's no point buying a specific size baby wearing coat because you can't share it. So, but something like this is universal. It will go over you. It will keep your baby warm and dry no matter what size you are. You don't have to buy a specific sized one. Okay. So I'm going to cross these over like so, and do it the other side as well. And there are other ways you can literally, you don't have to take your coat off to be able to do this. You can do it a different way. There's one way you can put it over your head and then Velcro the other straps on around your waist as well. I just find I get a better fit if I've crossed the straps already. And then I put it on like so. Hopefully I've done it to the right tightness. So it's crossed over my back. And I want to tuck baby's feet in. You can have it down, or you can bring the hood up for when it's really wet as well. And of course your coat, I'm sorry, everything's really high because I've got my bump in the way, otherwise baby would be that little bit lower. And of course your coat goes on and you're both really snuggly and warm and dry. So that's really, really good. I really like these Bundlebeans, because what you can also use them for, because they just go on with adjustable Velcro straps, you can use them over a pushchair as well. You can take this hood off, like I said, and then the rest of the panel, you can fit over a pushchair as well. So you can use it as a pushchair cover, or indeed over a car seat as well. So they're really versatile. It also has this really nice snuggly little pocket for your hands to go in as well if it's really cold. Okay, I've got to get this off now, haven't I? There we go. But yeah, there's loads of different ways to be able to wear that, as I say. And I've done a video especially how to wear your Bundlebean, so you can always refer to that as well. I think I've gone through everything now. So that is how to be warm and dry on wet and cold days with your baby, so a newborn, or if you're just front carrying. And yeah, so if you've got any questions at all, then please do get in contact. Okay, have a look at my my online shop as well. I do sell a number of these items that I've shown you today. But hopefully that's been a little bit of an insight into how to baby wear and stay warm and dry. It's going to be important very, very soon. I think it's raining this afternoon. So hopefully that's been really useful for you. And as I say, any questions, just get in touch. Thank you for watching. Bye.